Because a lot of our parents, they do that. They do just that. They send us out there to get slaughtered. They don't even tell us it's a Serengeti out there. They don't even tell us about the type of environment we're going to face when we get into corporate America. They don't even tell us, because they want to believe that we live it. They fought these fights for us. And most of us got parents that are fighters, that was a part of the civil rights movements, that was a part of the sit-ins, that was a part of the boycotts, that was a part of these political movements to get people registered to vote. A lot of us got parents and grandparents that were part of these movements, but don't tell us nothing about these movements. Don't tell us nothing about the participation that they had. I remember I was talking to my mom one time and she started talking about the Black Panthers. And I'm like, wait a minute, Mom. So you got a Black Panther story. You ain't never told me about the Black Panther story. Why did you not think in your wildest imagination that I wouldn't want to hear the Black Panther story? I gotta hear from one of your friends to tell me to ask you about the Black Panther story. And I've been with you for over 40 years of my life. I'm like, my mama don't have no Black Panther stories because I know my mama. And my mama have a Black Panther story, then my mama should have been done told me the Black Panther story by now. But honestly, there was a point in my life where I'm looking at my mom sideways because my mama majored in Black history. Actually minored in Black history when she was in college. So I'm going to Tuskegee and I'm reading these books, man, and I'm coming back with an earful, right? I'm going to a historically Black college because if your parents don't teach you about yourself and your grandparents don't teach you about yourself and you can't go to the oppressor school to teach you about yourself and you don't have these books or these DVDs or this knowledge anywhere around you for you to learn about yourself, how do you learn about yourself? I sit there and think about everything that I learned going to a historically Black college and that how much of a loss that I would have been as a man if I never went to Tuskegee. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, what if you never went to Tuskegee? You would have never got exposed to the speakers that you got exposed to. You would have never got exposed to the scholars that you got exposed to. You would have never got exposed to the elders that you got exposed to. You would have never known that certain experiences, you would have never known. You would have never known yourself. You would have never saw yourself. You would have never been able to reconnect with those roots. You would have never developed purpose and direction. You would have never understood where we came from so that you understand where you're going. You wouldn't have been able to grasp hold of those batons as those relay it was so much. Like I had an experience at Tuskegee where people would say, Cornel West is coming to the chapel to speak. Or this speaker is coming to the chapel to speak. Or that speaker is coming to the chapel to speak. Why don't you come hear him speak? And I'll be like, I don't even know who that is. And they'd be like, that's the point. You need to hear these brothers speak. And I'll be like, nah, I got something better to do. And the thing that I'm running off to do when I'm in college, I don't even need to be doing it. You know what I mean? I don't even, and it was like, my mind wasn't ready.